Hi, it's Wade Fransson again with another sneak peek, this time for our New Year's show, which I've been working on for months. The topic is repentance, rebranding, and resolution. We're going to be announcing a number of changes, a number of additional directions and focus for the new year. And I'm in the studio again with a guest we just had on talking about Christmas, Imam Makai Abdus Salam, to do this sneak peek. Welcome to the studio, Makai.
Thank you, my brother Wade. How are you?
I'm just doing wonderful. And the reason I invited you is because you and I have been talking about this idea of family reunion, of bringing together adherents of various religions in a retreat that will be titled A Family Reunion. And this is part of the new brand that we're launching with this show, Created in the Image of God. So, Makai, where did this idea of a family reunion come from with you?
Well, first of all, I am, for those who may know or may not know, I am the founder and CEO of Interfaith Library Incorporated. And the concept of Interfaith Library initially was to be a repository of everything religious, whether it was documentation, ancient books, ancient texts, lectures, etc. And when I created Interfaith Library, the creation of the library was to create a safe place for people or adherents of different faiths to be able to come and congregate in one place and know that their opinions, their positions was respected. There's a set of guidelines that govern our respect, and it allowed us to share things that people may or may not know about each other's faith, personally and collectively. So once we did this, I had a few people said, how nice would this be if we had a weekend or a festival with, dancing, singing, culture, food, sort of like a World's Fair of religion. And I was like, this is plausible. So the idea of the family reunion came from that concept. Let's find a venue where we could have maybe a weekend, a Friday and Saturday event with guest speakers, teachers, preachers, rabbis, and imams, people with art, culture, that they could come and bring the whole totality of their traditions and their culture and present it in the best light, and that people can come and feel like, I believe God intended us to be, no matter what we call ourselves, one people under one God, not necessarily making a unified religion, but making a platform where people can respect and understand each other's position, their walk, their ideas. And fundamentally, I think it just roots down to one basic commandment: love. And that was where the idea of creating this family reunion came from. When we go to a family reunion, what's the first thing we do? We see our relatives that we haven't seen in a long time, and we spread the love. So why not do this for the faith-based community?
Well, and it's such a wonderful idea, and I immediately jumped on it and said I want to be a part of this. And we're talking about it on New Year's Eve because we're rebranding the Created in the Image of God show, which was had the tagline, "The Role of Religion in Society," and henceforth it shall be the Created in the Image of God, building vibrant communities through intellectual coherence and spiritual commitment. So we have talked about how we challenge each other in our beliefs, in our understanding of the holy texts, and I'm so welcoming of your perspective on the Quran and the Bible, of course, as well as everything else. One of the things that just came to mind as you were talking was we've got 3 holy days over a weekend. We've got the Muslim Sabbath on Friday, correct? And then we've got the Jewish Sabbath on Saturday, and then we've got the Day of the Lord in Christianity on Sunday. So what better time than to come together and celebrate holiness and community on a weekend where every day is viewed as holy by one of the groups.
Absolutely. And I never really even thought about it like that, Wade. What a way to observe it in that perspective. Wow. I really never even thought about it that way.
Well, it just came to me, and that's the beauty of this kind of dialogue is the synergy, right? And there we have the brand. So we said this show is going to be called Repentance, Rebranding, and Resolution, and we've already come up with a brand awareness for this family reunion, 3 holy days in one. So, folks,
Absolutely.
that's just we're going to keep it raw and real on New Year's Eve. There's no other place you want to be on New Year's Eve than on the Created in the Image of God show with Imam Makai and myself as we go through this topic. So we'll see you there at 8 p.m. next week in virtual land for the Created in the Image of God show, 8 p.m. Central Time on New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2024. See you there.